Hey my beautiful Scorpio peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you with your mid-October 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope y'all are well. Without further ado, we're going to jump on into it and we shall see what is up. What do we got going on here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding the second half of October 2022? What information do we have in store here, please, for the lovely zodiacs of Scorpio? Starting out here with the overall energy of your reading, and what do we have? And we have here the Eight of Pentacles. So definitely a pretty hardworking energy for sure. You're putting a lot of investment, you're putting a lot of energy into something, you're working pretty hard. This could be in reference to your career. For some of you right off the bat, I already hear you're building like a portfolio. So you could be an artist potentially. So you could be putting together a artist portfolio, or maybe a graphic designer or something like that. I am seeing that you're putting this portfolio together, most likely for job interviews. If that's the case, I feel like your work will be well received. Your work will be very well liked, which is really great news already moving into mid-October. So cool. I like that. That's a pretty fresh start. But of course, it's not going to resonate to everybody. So the general overall view here, the Eight of Pentacles, is you are making a pretty good investment into something. You're working very hard here this month. Looking into the current situation already, we got the 10 of Cups, we have the 9 of Cups, whoa, and then we also have here the 9 of Pentacles. I'm hearing self-made. I like that energy, Scorpio. That is exactly what I like to resonate with all the time. I'm a big advocate for doing things on my own. I like to be self-made. I like to do everything that I can and learn as much knowledge as I can on many different types of things. So I feel that coming already into the current situation of mid-October, everything seems pretty good. 10 of Cups is like, whoa, I feel like I have a surplus of energy. You're going to have a very big surplus of energy here in the second half of the month. You might find yourself being more interested in knowledge than you have been in quite some time. Attaining knowledge to maybe become more handy, attaining knowledge to learn different things that are going to be beneficial and more of an asset to your career. You could be finding yourself becoming more knowledgeable in the career you have already. I just feel like your knowledge is your biggest asset in the second half of the month, especially when it comes towards becoming a person who is very self-made. So I feel like there's a lot about your independence here and about being self-made. There's definitely a trigger here happening where you needed to detach from a different person or a different energy, and you needed to go out and do your own thing. It's like now that you're doing your own thing and you don't have another person around, there is this freedom to learn so much more, to do so much more, and to take your life to the next level. I really feel that for you here, because 9 of Cups is the card of self-fulfillment. You're the only person in your life right now making yourself happy because you're doing what you can. And with the knowledge you're attaining in this second half of the month, it's definitely helping to provide a happier kind of lifestyle. So I really do feel lots and lots of happiness, lots and lots of fulfillment, but it's all coming from you. All right, very cool. Let's see what you're doing about your current situation over here. So we do start out with the Hangman card. We also got the Justice. Yep. And then looking at the last one here for you, we have the Knight of Swords for sure. So looking at what you're doing about your current situation, right? Hangman card, in the past, you were stuck. Maybe you felt like you weren't growing in your life the way that you wanted to. Maybe you felt like you weren't growing in your finances. You weren't growing in your personal development and growth. You weren't growing in your dreams and your career. It's like you felt stagnant. You felt stuck in life. And there was definitely something holding you back. You know, for some Scorpios, maybe it was a relationship, like a romantic one that you felt was holding you back. Maybe it was the energy of somebody smothering you potentially, like a parent or possibly certain types of friends that are overprotective. But I think you were getting really tired of other people trying to dictate your life, or in a way trying to help too much, to the point where it's like, I need to kind of experience things on my own. So I definitely feel like for many of you, you needed to kind of unwind and unplug from everybody around you in general in order for you to kind of move forward in your own life experience. I think that for many of you Scorpios in mid-October, you're realizing, I don't like the stagnancy. Like, I want to grow more in my life. I want to make more of myself. I want to become more than already I am. So I want to start to transcend to become my greatest version. And that's going to require research. It's going to require knowledge. It's going to require effort. It's going to require me having to do things on my own. So with the Justice card coming into play here to the Knight of Swords, you were like, the best way for me to really start to make my life different is to be the person to take action, to go out and to try new things, and to invest everything that I can right now into myself. So I feel like Knight of Swords was the energy of kind of like cutting out everybody else around you, not fully cutting people out, but you're starting to prioritize yourself. You're making sure that everything you're doing right now is you're making sure that you are your main focus and your priority, and you're doing the best right now to take your life to the next level. So I feel like you've kind of unplugged from everybody else. It doesn't mean that you're in hermit mode and you're not hanging out with people or seeing your family or seeing your friends in the second half of the month. I'm sure you are, but you're making sure that you're prioritizing you and your desires at this point. And considering that you have all the time to do so, it's giving you so much time to keep on growing, and that's what's really awesome. All right, very, very cool. I like it. Moving on forward here for you, Scorpio. Let's have a look here and see what is potentially coming in here for you regarding the second half of October. What are some things that are potentially coming in here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout their mid-October 2022. Having a look at the first card, we have the Star, baby. Hello, hello. Star card coming in here for you is the card of alignment, right? So you're going to be aligning yourself very well. Okay, remember how I said Eight of Pentacles in the beginning? Whatever it is you're working towards, whatever kind of heavy investment you're making, like you're going to see progress. For example, like I said before, for those of you that are artists, maybe you're building a portfolio, and I mentioned how your work's going to be well received. You know, this is the energy. Let's say you are an artist and you're putting your portfolio out there and you're showing this to people for hire. You're about to start to see your art career get really aligned. You're about to start to get into alignment with becoming a very, very successful artist. For those of you that aren't doing art, but you're doing other types of careers, you're getting your foot in the door is what I see here for you, Scorpio. So when we're talking about career, you're definitely getting your foot in the door here this month, where you're about to start to get in alignment with the career you want. You're about to start to make it happen. Okay, so that's what the Star card here is saying for me. You got the Star coming out right next to it, dude. By the way, this tarot deck does have duplicates. It duplicates the Star, and I think the Three of Cups is a duplicate as well. So the Star with the Star right next to each other, come on, dude. That's clarification, man. You're going somewhere with something, Scorpio. So I feel for many of you, it's probably career. If it's not, it could be anything. It could be like this relationship that you put a lot of work in is finally going to start to pay off. You're finally about to really take things to the next level in your love and romantic life. But I feel like when it comes to dreams, career, or whatever your dream might be, it's like you're going to finally start to see it in action. Things are unfolding and coming together for you. And looking at the last one that we have here is going to be the Five of Wands. And Five of Wands is a card that usually represents stress. So remember, with hard work does come stress. I don't think that the Five of Wands here is anything negative inherently, though. So don't let stress deter you. I think that that's the best message I can tell you. The best way to work through stress is to make sure that you're taking adequate breaks when needed. So Scorpio, if you need a break at any given point in time in the second half of the month here, make sure you're resting, make sure you're getting good sleep, make sure you're taking your breaks while you're in the process here of creating the dream life you've always wanted, right? You want to be self-made. You want to build your life into everything you want it to be. You're hard at work, you're taking action, and it feels freaking fantastic. But always do remember that stress will accompany anything. Stress will even accompany good things, because stress is something that's always going to exist within our lives. So if you need that extra rest, if you need a break, if you need a little bit more time to do something, be patient with yourself. Don't rush whatever you're doing here. And most importantly, don't overwork or overstress yourself. Make sure you take your breaks, okay? That's going to be a very important thing for me to mention for you. But yeah, I really feel like things are taking off here this month. Something is going somewhere, man. The Star card coming out twice. Two clarifying cards of alignment. Like, if it's your career, I think your career is finally getting started. Like, you're making your big break. If it is, your relationship, it's finally going to the next level. Like, you and this person, maybe you're getting engaged, so on and so forth. If it's about starting your dream, you're going to start to experience your dream. It's not just a fantasy anymore. It's like you're living it now, So I feel big things, man. Big, big things here for you. All right, let's have a look here and see, what you might not be aware about regarding mid-October 2022 that you should be aware about. So what is going to be some things here that Scorpio should be aware about regarding their October 2022 that they are not already? Now, we had two jumper cards come out here for you. That's going to be the King of Pentacles, and that's going to be the Nine of Wands. So taking a look here for what it is you're not aware about, King of Pentacles here, Nine of Wands. I think that already off the bat, let me get one more card. Four of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like already off the bat, for something you're not aware about here, King of Pentacles, I think that for the longest time, your talents were very dormant within you. Or I'm trying to find another word for talents, but it feels to me like you're very talented, Scorpio, but a lot of that had lying dormant within you, right? Because Nine of Wands, that's the card of holding back. I feel like for the longest time, you held back on your talents. And I think that that is exactly what has kept you stuck with the Four of Pentacles. Whether or not it was other people in your environment who put you down, whether or not it was other people who suppressed the talent that you had to offer to the world, I think that this month you're going to start to become aware that I've always had this in me. Whatever your star moment is, whether it is you're an amazing artist, or you're an amazing lover, or you're an amazing photographer, whatever it is here, your star moment that's starting to really shine here in mid-October, it's like you've always had this within you. I think that for a while you've questioned your capability for the longest time, honestly. You've questioned if you were capable of making dreams come true. And I think this month is going to literally be living proof that your dreams can indeed come true when you start to believe in your capability of achieving them. I tell people all the time, anybody's dream can come true. It all really just comes down to, do you believe in yourself enough? So Scorpio, it's going to be a month, man, where things really start getting kicked in motion. You're working hard and it's going to pay off. You're really going to be self-made here. You're really learning a lot. You're doing a lot. You're on your shit. Mentally, you're locked in. I feel a lot of mental energy, a lot of mental focus on what it is you want to do to take your life to the next level. And, things are going to be incredibly well here for you, man. I'm happy for you, dude. This is an awesome reading for sure. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you can expect throughout the rest of your mid-October. So what can Scorpios expect here, please, throughout the rest of their mid-October? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What can they expect here? We have the Five of Cups. Moving forward from that, we do have the Ten of Cups coming out here again. Like I said, we have duplicates in this tarot deck. So one thing I want to mention already with the Five of Cups here to the Ten of Cups, this is the energy of people who doubted you now starting to see just how well you're doing. It is a tendency. It happens. It happened to me, especially when I started doing YouTube. A lot of people, because I said for years, YouTube's going to be my dream job, and it's going to happen. I didn't know what I'd be doing on YouTube, but I knew it was going to be my dream. And I talked about it ever since I was a kid, ever since I was like 12 years old. And everybody said no. They it's not going to happen for you, dude. Like, a lot of people doubted me. They said it was never going to happen. Then when it did happen, what happened? Ten of Cups. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. You're amazing. You always said you were going to do this. People switch up real quick. I feel like that's where the Five of Cups is coming into play here. People are kind of going to start to realize, damn, maybe I should have never doubted Scorpio, because I see things working out for Scorpio. So people are going to be all up on you now when they start to see it. All right, moving on forward, we do have the Moon card and we do have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so what you can expect going forward is that you are definitely happy that things are working in your favor, but now the way that people are reacting to the success you're having kind of disappoints you. It's like, man, I'm starting to see the reality of the people who truly believed in me versus the people who didn't. And some of those people may be people who are close to you. And I think that that might frustrate you a little bit. It's like, it kind of sucks because I could see who's believed in me all this time, but now I can see who never did. People who needed to see it to believe it. And I think that to an extent, it's a little disappointing to see that. So unfortunately, that's one of the things here this month that might be a little tedious to hear, but that might be one of those things that's a little saddening to hear too. It's like, oh, now that I am successful, now that I am working on myself and making my life, exactly what I want it to be, it's like I can kind of see the people in my life who never believed in me. And some of those people might be people who are close to you, and it hurts a little bit. But Scorpio, the good news is, and the good thing is that you have literally gotten into the process this month of making your life everything you want it to be. The good news here is that you're doing fantastic. You're putting in the work, man. And despite the people who never believed in you, always be the person to believe in yourself. It could be 1,000 people not believing in you, but that won't mean shit if you believe in your ability and your capability to do something. You'll get it done and you'll prove those 1,000 people wrong, okay? So never, ever, ever have disbelief within yourself, because you are capable of anything and everything. All right, Scorpio, what's going to be the overall outcome here for you, baby? All right, what's the overall outcome here for Team Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding mid-October 2022. What is going to be the overall outcome here for them? And what do we have? And we have here the Three of Swords, followed up here with the Strength card. I like it, baby. I like it a lot. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, well, Ant, why do you like a Three of Swords? That's a terrible card. Because it shows a transformation, right? You move not only from a Three of Swords, but you move to the Strength card. This is the energy here of going from feeling like I'm stuck in life, I'm unhappy, I'm disappointed, I'm going through pain, the lifestyle that I'm living, the way that things are going, not happy. Then you move into the strength energy, where you're in a space right now where you can genuinely say, I'm glad I got through it all. I'm glad I went through the trials and tribulations of life. I'm glad that the mountain might have been a tough climb, but I climbed to the top and I gained something from it. So you're going to have the perspective here at the end of the mid-month for October where it's like, honestly, despite all the pain I went through, it was so worth it to get to where I am now. It was so worth it because pain is a great motivator, right? Being stuck is even a great motivator too, because the more unhappy we are in certain spaces of our lives, the more motivation it gives us to change those circumstances. And when you decided to say, Scorpio, I've had enough. I'm done being stagnant. I'm done being stuck where I am. It's time to really make something of myself and to make my life exactly what I wanted to be. The moment you got that motivation, you built up this synergy that literally made you unstoppable. It's like, I'm going to start making goals happen left and right, and you're going to start to see that here in mid-October. So it's going to be a really wonderful month for you. I love the synergy that you're going to have. I love the momentum you're going to have here this month of just being in a super motivated space and really making things happen for you, man. It's beautiful overall. So Scorpios, thank you for tuning in. I'm well aware it's not going to resonate to every Scorpio out there, but if it happens to be your story, super happy for you. And even if it's not your story, I'm still, proud of you, baby. I want you to know that. I'm proud of all my Scorpio peeps. I love you all so much. And I want you to never forget, please, pretty please, never freaking forget that if you believe in yourself, even if thousands of people don't, if you can believe in yourself, you can achieve the unachievable of what people would say is the unachievable, okay? At the end of the day, everything can happen. Even do remember the word impossible literally spells out I'm possible, so nothing is impossible. All right, Scorpio, I love you. I'm happy for you. Have a fantastic rest of your October, and I'll catch you in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.